Good morning, everybody. This is Christy from the Be the Light YouTube channel. I thank you so much for stopping by, and as always, I send you love. I wanted to take the time to make you aware of certain things, and please bear with me. I am experiencing kind of wooziness in my head. I wanted to first make a note that we are still integrating the last of the eclipse energies still. So we are integrating on top of receiving. And that's why it's so important to give yourself compassion and to also give the world compassion, because we are all experiencing it as a collective, no matter what. And I made a post yesterday on my social media page in relationship to, I'm trying to really get my notes here. Having a shift take place. And I began to realize it because I was being triggered. And I was feeling, again, those lower vibrational emotions for a brief period of time. Especially, I know when I feel fear, that is my true awareness, that, or true indication that we are about to jump again. Because prior to the triggering, I felt truly at peace. And then all of a sudden, boom, trigger. And then peace. Then all of a sudden, boom. And it was not necessarily that I have reactions, but there's something that has taken place that is trying to trigger me. Now, throughout the last several days, I have been feeling slight fear. I'm not going to express what those topics were about, but my imagination kept playing tricks on me. I was thinking the worst thoughts, especially last night. And that is not who I am any longer. So if you are the person or a person who is going through some trigger events, you are being coerced to interact with drama, don't fall for it. It's a sign that we're about to take a jump here, because in order for things to really change, there has to be a need to change. And in order for them to change, there has to be a purging part of it. We always have some sort of purging prior to a jump. So now I want to go on to July the 19th, we're going to have another set of planetary parade. And this one isn't really being talking about. There's going to be 5 planets that are going to be visible with the naked eye, if you live in the current or in the correct location of visibility. And by July the 23rd, 25th, around that time frame, the remaining 4 planets are going to appear as well, but those will not be visible without a telescope. So I wanted to bring that awareness to you, and I want you to also know that when things take place like this, any type of rare celestial event that we have had, especially here in July, there are going to be a lot of atmospheric changes, whether it's going to be weather patterns are going to become intense. If weather patterns are intense, the people will become intense as well. And let's not forget that we have things that are in retrograde. We have things that are in opposition. We have a lot going on. So last night, so something was brought into my awareness this morning upon waking up. Jupiter, of course, is in opposition currently. And this system here, the planetary opposition that is taking place, which I have a video explaining that to you, so please go link yourself over there, because I'm not going to spend too much time on it. But we have to kind of like ascend through this. The words that were actually being spoken to me are climb the stairs of Sagittarius, because Sagittarius is in the sign of Jupiter, with the horoscope of Gemini as well. And then I saw some other things, which is why I'm making this video. We have to, when we are, oh, I apologize for my mind today, please. The purpose of stairs, especially whether it's in our dream state or in our own reality, is to ascend higher. Or, of course, when we come back down, we're descending. But the ascension process is to get us somewhere higher than we currently are. Which in spirituality, or even in the human self, it is to be better. To always be better. To learn more, to grow more, therefore, to have more. And I just realized something that also took place, which it may make me emotional here, because I'm going to do my best not to let it make me emotional. So this message, and I'm not asking you to understand it, is about something that is coming up in August, which is called the Lion's Gate. And now I want to tell you about my quick story about it. Again, the first time that I witnessed the Lion's Gate, I think it was almost 2 years ago during the summertime. My husband and I were at the beach, and I saw this cloud that looked like the face of a lamb, and then it changed to a face of a lion right before me. And I took pictures, and I've been trying to find it in my drive, which has been very difficult to do because of all of the pictures that I take, and I am not really certain where to find them. There's no organization, but I will do my best to try and find it for you. But biblically, the lamb was turned into the lion, which is Christ was turned into God. Is God. I hope I said that correctly today. So the Lion's Gate is a huge significance here for us. It will be a big jump. The Lion's Gate is all about Sirius. For those of us who are on a spiritual growth journey, have probably heard about Sirius. This is the brightest star in the sky that we see every day or every evening. It is considered to be our spiritual sun. And again, I apologize for where I am. I am currently receiving at the same time, so it's a little it's taking my breath away at the same time. So the spiritual sun it's the largest one, which is Sirius, but our actual sun is the second. Sirius emits an energy that is hugely activating for us. Its light works to spur on the awakening process. It pushes us further into higher consciousness towards ascension. Now, that is the interpretation of stairs. In this ascension process, and whatever you are receiving again for this particular time or during this gateway, is going to be for wherever you currently are to help you level up some. So the spiritual sun slowly comes into alignment with our sun, with Earth, and Orion's belt. Now, these are things that have really played a huge impact in my awareness to my awakening process, because I began, although I have always been fascinated with the stars, upon waking up more, I took more notice again. Also because, I stayed indoors for a good portion of the last 20 years, but of course all of my life, because of fear that I had felt so much about the outside world. But as I began to look up more and began to believe in more in something else that was outside of me, that was greater than myself, I began to see Orion's belt in Sirius. They were calling me all the time, and I kept asking myself, why am I noticing you? Why am I noticing you? And that's when I began doing some research about it all. So perhaps that is what you have been experiencing as well, and there is a reason for it. And make sure that whatever you notice, whatever is coming into your awareness and making you feel really good within your heart, always search for more understanding. So on August the 8th, as Sirius rises in the sky, it lines up perfectly with Orion's belt. This is also known as the Three Sisters, or the Three Kings. This comprises 3 bright stars, which sits in the constellation of Orion. And here is something you may not know about, but those 3 stars of Orion's belt line up perfectly with the 3 Pyramids of Giza. Then on 8/8, Sirius aligns with the Great Pyramid. So all 4 align with the pyramids. Do you think it's coincidence? So there is a huge jump here, and Sirius brings, here's the thing, the big cat energy. Thusly, why it's called the Lion's Gate. This is the feline species, which is called the Felidae, and I don't know how to even pronounce that correctly. It has a long connection to Earth, whose purpose at this time is to help support the ascension of humankind. The cat or lion consciousness was much more heavily manifested during the, here's another thing, Lemurian, Atlantean, and Egyptian times. Now, these are also time frames that I have a deep connection with. And if you are new to your journey, don't know anything about it, or if you have had a deep interest in, for instance, Egypt, there is a deep-seated reason behind it. And throughout your ascension process, your growth process, you should be given more understanding as a result of why that deep-seated desire, longing, or pull towards these things is within you. So this gateway is about stepping into your own personal power. This may be a time where many people are going to either receive a gift or definitely enhance on your already gifts and talents, therefore where you can use them for the greatest good. So in order for the world to become this new earth, or this to live within higher states of consciousness, it takes you stepping into your truth, your power, your light as an individual, a light being, beautiful soul that you are. Without each individual person doing their part, playing their part, the collective cannot do it. And this gateway is here. This portal is here to help us do just that. And this gateway is also a special time for starseeds. This is a time when people who originate from Sirius, Orion, even any other place of origin, that you are going to be given more of your roots. And this kind of hits me right now because God also spoke to me about remembering who you are just a few days ago. So I know I am leading up to it, and this gateway is also going to help me with that. And don't forget that anytime we have a portal, a gateway, when we are about to have a major jump, we are going to have to remove triggers and fear, because what is my theme for this week anyway? You can't take those emotions with you when you go. You can't take them with you when you go. When we ascend, we cannot carry lower vibrational emotions with us. So if you are having a hard time letting go of those emotions, or a difficult time with feeding into drama, I hope that you hear what I'm saying, that you can't take them with you where you go. If you want to be your higher self, if you want to be of great service, let that push you to convince you to purge out and let go of those lower vibrational emotions. You need to be more mindful of your thoughts and how you are currently feeling. And remember, it's like I'm experiencing currently, where I'm going to experience, we are going to experience a little level up right now because of the rare celestial events that are taking place here in July. So we're going to have a little jump right here. That's the staircase. There's going to be a jump a jump and a jump. Every time there's a jump or a climb up that next step, we have to have a trigger, because that trigger is giving us an awareness that something else is taking place, or something we can ascend higher. If you didn't know something, you wouldn't go higher than where you already are. So don't stay within those lower vibrational emotions. It's very common to feel like things are just falling to pieces before the jump. That's what I have been briefly experiencing. It was a kind of a pile-on yesterday, but for 2 days for myself. And I hope I don't have any triggers today, but the way that I am feeling, loopy, kind of out of it, aggravated. I am very aggravated, I guess, today. I'm going to admit that. It's so important to admit the emotions. Admit it to yourself. You don't have to speak it to other people, but admit it to yourself. I am aggravated today. I am feeling a lot of fear today. I am unhappy today for some reason. That's the awareness part, that you are feeling a discomfort. Now, mindfulness is, I don't understand why. Even if you don't understand why, you have a choice to not feel that way. I will stop this emotion in its track. Because now, if you are on this spiritual growth journey, you should know you're being triggered. Triggered to be your higher self at every moment. And if you have been doing really well for a long period of time, and then it seems like, whoosh, you're getting hit, you're getting ready to jump. Take that next step up that ladder. So brace yourself. Because the Lionsgate portal is from the 8-8, or because of the 8-8, digits being the same, that's the actual reason why. But the opening actually occurs July the 26th and extends to August the 12th. Now, do you see? Today is the 16th, and I can already feel that there's going to be a jump. I told you, we're already having rare celestial events anyway that's leading up to this gateway. So by August the 13th, we should have a little bit of leeway, breathing room. But you always have a choice through every climb, through every purge, through every gateway, how you are going to feel by making the proper choice to feel it. So I hope that this helps. 8, of course, in numerology, it represents infinite, which means power, prosperity, sovereignty, and the flow of energy. This is something that I have been seeing for a good portion of this week, and I have another video which I haven't posted yet about the butterfly and the infinity sign that was given to me. The 8-8 gateway portal is going to be a huge milestone for a lot of us. Brace yourself, have compassion, and always reflect in love. This is Christy. Much love, health, and healing your way. I am bringing purpose to your life. Take care.